shit too. Don't see a problem with it. It's same with everyone I know. So won't you leave me where I lay? We can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. There's a price on my head. I've been running for 2 years. Clearly I should be dead. It's a wonder that I'm here. I hide up underneath the cloud. And when we're lying in bed, sometimes I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead. And you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your...
Welcome. Here we are for some unboxing, some quick unboxing. I got 2 in it on the same day, so I thought, why not make a video? How is everyone today? My name is Michael Walker. We are so very wrong about streaming. I'm here with my good friend Jimbo. See, I had a hard time saying friend.
I
there.
did.
See that?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Little,
Yeah.
what they call Freudian slip. All right, let's get on with this.
Freudian slip, you barbarian.
Force of Pangaea, another game that just looked really good. Frank says hi, Jimbo.
Hey, Frank.
And let's see. So these are both Kickstarters that have fulfilled recently, and they're both relatively, well, Darwin's was long, but it was going to be long from the beginning. This I got because it looks marvelous. Wooden pieces, wooden trees. It just looks pretty. Look at the inside of the box. There you go.
Even that's quite true.
Pangaia.
No, Frank. I have been
No.
corrected many times. It's Pangaea. It looks like it should be Pangaia, and it drives me bananas that it's not. But the world at large says Pangaea.
So the game actually there is what actually.
Yep, seriously, it's stupid as heck.
All right, we'll take a look at those in a minute. Double layered boards, nice.
I could not agree more, Frank. It's like how melee is spelled melee.
Look at these little paper things, Jimbo, instead of plastic. The only thing that was plastic on this whole operation was the wrapping, and it feels way different than normal. It's like more rubbery, and I wonder if it's
mad props to any developer, producer, publisher, whatever that uses these kinds of easily biodegradable materials.
All right, so these look
Oh, that's an interesting point, Frank. You're right. That's not how Pangaea is spelled. So maybe this is Pangaea. I hadn't even thought about that. I'm sorry. Maybe it is Pangaea.
I came in earlier, and everyone was correcting me. I said Pangaea from the beginning, because I just looked at it quickly, and then I was watching a video on how to play, and he said Pangaea, and I went like, oh, maybe I've been wrong this whole time. Anyway, these are ritual cards. These are the little objectives you're going to be going for. So in this case, you want a path between a sun node and a wind node. Or you want a bunch of trees around a certain node. Or you want a tree at a certain height beside a certain node. By nodes, I mean these things here. So you're going to be building a map with these tiles, like so. And then you're going to be putting out seeds that look like... I'm having issues here, Jimbo, because of this paper towel. Why don't I just move it out of the way? What are these here? Oh my goodness. Look at all these wooden components.
Oh, wow. These are very nice. And these are... That's actually like a hole in the middle rather than a painted or stickered on marking. The same with these.
Well, that gives me ideas for this. You could almost like put a circle around something on the board to have people focus on it.
I know that maybe these won't show up at all because they're green. Let's see if you can show off.
But it's funny.
Some of
I love trying to put things that are green up there. Oh, not too bad.
Yeah, like those. So that's actually carved for those.
Yeah, that's right
watching.
Right through.
I'm impressed. These are quite nice.
We have wind. I'm not sure what you do. Maybe do you just like put them on top of there just so you can?
Maybe you collect them, or maybe there's ways to add them.
I don't remember. I did just watch it. Like I said, I don't remember the bean token, so I'm wondering if that's just what they're for. You put them on top. Of course, there's the cardboard ones that are available here. These are bags. They're all nicely emblem, I believe, for each player. This is the trees, right? It is the trees. Look at these trees, Jimbo. So you put the trees out on the... How much is this going to show up? Boofed. Put these nice trees out on the different spaces. And then on your player boards, you're going to have some of these that you pay to unlock. And then you put them on top of the trees to make them higher.
Ah, that's cool.
Right? And then this will make... like when you score the what do they call them, ritual cards, you usually lose your trees, but in some cases you can just take the top off. That way you could like start working to score it again. And we have some leaf tokens and other stuff.
This is very pretty. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons.
The quality of these.
What I'm looking for is now that I see it, I remember the one reason I got it. There's like a total forest spirit right out of. No, this one here. That's like right out of Studio Ghibli. So there's
right out of Mononoke Hime.
There's a god token that moves around the board. Maybe it's your own god, so you can use whatever one you want. Just some of these things. You get all these Kickstarter. It's very pleasant sounding clacking when you pour them out. Yeah, so maybe you have your own god, and it counts as a tree wherever it is. So maybe either I got this giant tile in front of the board. I always do that. That's going to show up real great. Anyway.
Very cool. It showed up pretty. It showed up well enough on the...
Yeah, so it's right out of the Forest Spirit. Yeah, so I'll have to reread, because I'm obviously getting confused. But I guess every bag is going to have a god in it. And maybe you just choose one for the game, and it moves around and does its thing. Oh, yeah, look at that. Of course, once again, it's green. It shows up nicely.
Look at that guy, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool.
Reminds me, did you ever play Rus on the PC? R-U-S?
Yeah, the planet thing.
That guy kind of reminds me of the big stone.
I wonder why. I guess they're trees, so you go with 2 greens. I guess they're different enough. I don't know how they're going to show up on that, though. No, not bad. The one's kind of translucent, but there's the 2 different greens. But I guess they're supposed to be trees, so... But you could have went with orange and red and green.
Red. And green.
Well, that's yellow. All right. And that's that. Any questions about Pangaia Gora Gia?
Pangoratrix. Pangriddle. Pangarophalo.
Start grabbing handfuls there, Jimbo. I love the fact that they are double-sided. The player boards. You put out seeds. I didn't show you there's like seeds that you have to put out first. And there's an interesting mechanic with that. You know, having the majority of the seeds in an area will allow you to... What is best forest? Sugar maples is the best forest. Because if you have sugar maples, you can make maple syrup.
It was...
So therefore, sugar maples equals best forest. This is going to be a first-time publisher.
Published by Pangaia Games.
Yeah, this is their first game, first thing. It's sort of a little bit of a sort of eco-friendly type game thing. You know, the whole thing they were going on about sustainability and stuff like that. So,
game design by Thomas Franken, cover by Anna Meshkanova. Apologies if I mauled that. Illustrations by Chris Karbach, Marcel Donkey, and Florian Montumble.
So punch-out boards are just more, you know, creating the map tiles, and that you know, whenever most tile games, right, it says, you know, lay down the tile and make sure it, you know, is joining with at least one edge, or maybe join with at least two edges. This one was create the map, and each tile you place must connect to 4 other sides.
Oh my gosh,
That's aggressive. So 4-player game.
although it'll do solo.
Yes, it also has a solo book as well. Check out these. These are the art renders of the gods. Oh yeah, that comes through all right. There's the one guy we looked at. Here's the forest spirit out of Ghibli. Slightly different.
Ooh, very
owl
nice.
face.
I like the owl face, yeah.
Here is a forest dragon for one of the sides.
Oh, very nice.
And then we have a sprite spirit nymph. All right, now for the feature project. Collector edition, Darwin's Journey. So this is another Simone Luciani, Nestor Megoni, and Paolo Vito is the artist. This is a Thunder Griffin game. Voto. What did I say? Vito? Voto, sorry. Kickstarter. And so this tells me that this is not going to be purchasable add-on, because this add-on came like so, and it was not in a box. Leads me to believe that it will be Kickstarter only. I'll show you what that is. That's just an upgrade. I just thought they looked really cool, so it's pretty well the only upgrade I got.
We don't have a Kickstarter problem. Stop judging us.
Yeah. How dare you?
Some people's children.
One would think I might have a reason to get games or something. Something cool in the box lid. Bum, bum, ba, bum. All
Well,
right.
that's it. Put it away.
Yeah, and unplayable. So, unlike the last one, let's go with extra plastic.
That may be the only one, if we're lucky. Because so far, everything else is.
So, we're starting off with some double layered boards. This game I do know, so I'll be able to, yeah, it's...
Feel that rule book. This is a weighty rule book.
It is. It doesn't seem that bad, though. Maybe.
Maybe it's got multiple languages.
Maybe the corner cases. Whoa! Alright, we got all this stuff out from here. Oh my goodness, this had a bunch of little small things. Alright. This is good. I like when I open things up and I know what everything is. Unlike the other times, you know, you start pulling stuff out of the box like, ruh-roh, I don't remember any of this stuff. Alright, what do we got? I'm looking for the cool Kickstarter bits. There they are. Alright.
Yeah, Frank, I think what we need is a Kickstopper.
Alright, there's the empty box. Don't need that. Let's move these out of the way and we'll get the board out. And we'll put things on the board. That way I can point to stuff and stuff and things and things and stuff.
And things?
And things. And sometimes stuff.
And maybe
Okay, could this be
bits and bobs.
what is going on here? Alright, here we go. Now what is the difference between the two sides is the next question.
This also has a single player option. Perhaps that's the difference.
Alright, let's get this right side up. And we'll go with this side, even though I have no idea. Everything looks normal. Let's just go with this side. Apologies if I've messed something
The
up.
other side is actually for one of the expansions with a completely different map.
Let's see. Hold there for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the original though. All right, let's go with this. All right, so in this game, it's a worker placement. You have your own little player boards, and you have your workers that go along here. And then you have, cool. All right, you're going to have some starting character cards, and they're going to tell you where you're going to put these seals. And all of these seals have to do with these 4 departments and other things. There'll be markers here for other departments. So you'll have something like this, where this particular guy is really good at writing, and he's really good at navigation. Just sort of good at navigation, not doubly good at navigation. And so on and so forth. You could have navigation and this guy down here. You'll get 3 cards, and they'll tell you what these 3 particular workers have. I think it's a draft at the beginning, and so you put whatever tokens are on those cards on your 3 workers. And then if you're lucky, sometimes you'll be able to put out these purple ones. These purple ones are powerful because they can be for anything. And then we have slightly purple ones. Lord knows what they're for. First thing that I don't know what they are. These could be the temporary ones. There are also temporary tokens. Let's leave them there for now. Anyway, long story short, as you can see up here, this particular actions you need to have, the worker has to have at least 3 green in order to do it. There's also penalties. If you're the first one here, you don't pay the penalty. And then if you're the next one in this particular section, and then depending on the player order, that's for opening those up.
Purple ones are jokers. They count as it. Yeah, no, we found those purple ones. There's also a slightly off purple.
Yeah, let's see if it goes.
There's no way.
Does it show up a little bit? Yeah. You can
Oh,
see
yeah.
this is the Darwin symbol, as you can see here. These are definitely the wild ones. I'm just not sure. This is like a little bit of a compass or an Aztec wheel or something. Could be from one of the expansions as well. So depending on player count, these are either going to be there or they're not going to be there. So either these are all one space or they're different spaces. So I can go here and I can go here as the first player and have no penalty. Or if you're the second person in, then you have to pay a penalty. Anyway, we're not going to go over the whole rules, but that being said, did I take them off? I didn't leave them on the green screen this time, Jimbo. That's a first. All right. Now, with these, you're going to be doing all sorts of things. Going to all the different action spaces. Moving your boats out through here, which will let you... Sometimes there'll be animals in these bigger spaces that you might be able to take pictures of or whatever. You're going to be sending out... explorers through here, and there's also going to be tokens all throughout here, which will get you more of these, but you don't get to put them instantly here. You have spots on your board here where you put a little marker saying, okay, I have some evidence or knowledge of these particular things. This all corresponds to this here. Then you'll take another action to go here, and you'll take the tile. There'll be a set of tiles here for these. You'll put it on, and then you'll get whatever benefit is in the row and the column. So if I'm the first one here, you can do it up to 2 times. The first time is free. The second time will cost you 3 money. So you could do it twice, or even if you just do it once. So if I did the very first one, I would get 6 more money, because money is pretty tight in this game, I think. I've only played it once online. Anyway, so that's roughly what you're doing. You're moving boats to pick up samples, information, bringing it to the museum. Pretty well it. You're going to have all these objectives that you're going to be able to place on your board. That is, like have workers at a certain level, have certain exact information, and as you complete them, you're going to be able to fill this up, which will get you more things.
Yes, I think everyone might be a Darwin.
Yes, everyone is a scholar of some type. There's going to be all sorts of actions here, and these are locked until someone opens them. You have to pay. There's an action. No, this gets you more. This is filled with more of those seals to improve your workers. This is getting, there's an interesting sort of mail system here where you're putting stamps here to get benefits that are on the actual letters when we put them out. It is this action. This action lets you open up these. So you simply put a worker here, pay the amount, and that's where these upgraded discs come in. If I'm the blue player, I will put my disc here, and now this particular action, whatever happens to be there, is now available. I will get to do that action immediately without a worker, and then anyone that takes it later in the game will have to pay me $1 every time they take it.
Rude.
Then you say, Mike, what are these for? Well, that's also kind of cool. Back to the player board. As you upgrade your workers, you can see there are three different thresholds that you can hit. So the first threshold are all the silver wreaths on all these actions, and then there is the gold wreath. So when you take those actions with that particular worker that has those unlocked, then you'll get that extra benefit, which is mostly improving the actions that are here. I don't know what else to show you. That's pretty well. Comes with lots of bags, a couple of counter bags, which I think are mostly for expansions. There's some nice metal coins that are shaded. Let's read all these things. Yes, it does look a little bit like oak. I wish I could quit Kickstarter. Why? Why would you? Darwin's Journey is quite fun. Lots of repayability. Kick Stopper, we went through that. Purple ones are jokers. Yes. Did you already read through all these, Jimbo?
Yeah.
Small, interesting, not sure. Lots of coins. Also, Galapagos apparently has a post office where you can buy stamps to mail stuff. Oh, interesting. So that's an odd number of coins. Is there another bag? Because, like I said, how everything costs money, I would think there would be more coins. But anyway.
You also said money was going to be very tight, so maybe...
Maybe, yes. Maybe you're just not going to have big piles of it. Because, A, you're paying the penalties every time you go to an area that already has people. 2, anything that has all of these numbers costs money to do things. You can put out tents. You also have a row of tents on your board here that you put out on these camp areas that give you these benefits here. And then you'll get the benefits as you unlock the tents. What else is interesting? So, any of the circle spaces are penalty spaces. Any of the small circle spaces are one worker only. Any of the square spaces are free. So I like how they sort of broke it up that way. This is where the upcoming objectives will be. This will allow us to manipulate turn order. And then this is a track that you'll slowly go up for various reasons. Because once they fill up, see if I can find one. The tiles will have this symbol on it. So as they fill up, you will not get money. You'll get progression on this track instead. If that makes any sense.
Nothing about this board makes sense to me right now, but that's fine. I will learn it when we sit down to play it.
This is one of the types of tokens that will cover these spots. These are all player boards.
Money is very tight, and the way delivering the specimens works, you actually get less and less ways to earn money as the game progresses. Oof.
How about we do that, Jimbo? Did the book end up somewhere? Let's look and see what these other... See, because here are the more of the purple ones that do not... Oh, wait, on the other side of the Darwin's face? No. All right, so these purple things are... Oy. Anyway, more of these. See, the square ones, these are the temporary ones. So if I only had one green, but I had one of these, I could spend that to say I have a second green.
Gotcha.
More tokens.
Money.
The objective things I was talking about that go here at the end of your board. The round things that go out all through the board. The purple things are not listed. Probably in a... Probably a expansion of some kind.
No, you're right. They're temporary knowledge tokens.
No, that's the square ones, right?
Yeah, these ones.
Yes.
So then the purple ones are wild, correct? So then the other purple ones are wild?
Yes.
So 56 regular wax seals, 14 per type, yellow, red, blue, green. 12 special wax seals that are purple,
Yes.
that just are special, and I believe those are the wild ones.
Yes, these ones.
And then these would be the temporary knowledge tokens.
Oh, like the upgraded temporary ones? Because
I don't know what that means.
I'm just saying the normal temporary ones are square, is all I'm getting at.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so there's 76 plastic wax seals to replace the cardboard wax seals. 56, 68. Nope. I don't know what that.
Yeah, like I said,
I don't know.
could be an expansion. Doesn't matter. Not totally. These are all things that you place on your player boards to mark that you have the information of each thing. You also have a boat, Jimbo, at the bottom that has to keep up with the HMS something something. And then as you hit these thresholds, these silver thresholds here, it opens up the other islands. I break this threshold, I'm allowed to put a worker or explorer here and start doing this map.
Thanks very much, Victory Point Gaming. We really appreciate it.
And yes, thanks, Victory. And what else was there? Oh yes, at the end of every round, you're going to be judged. There's also going to be random tokens all down here, and then at the end of every round, you're going to be judged on how or get victory points due to whatever's here. You're also going to lose victory points for how far you are behind the lead ship. So there's all the ships. I think there is a set that is colored for the Kickstarter one. Is there another? Oh, here we go. This is probably all the fancy stuff over here. These are for an expansion. Here are all your explorers. More of these tokens, but they're gold instead of silver. More boats. Maybe it's only the lead boat is the one that gets the special silk screening. Here's all the tokens. Here we go. HMS boat. I think there's supposed to be 2 in here. Here's one.
Are there 8 of those little purple
geez,
ones?
I am not sure. It is a giant bag.
Because it looks like they may be 8 time wax seals.
Yes.
For the Fireland expansion.
Just so. Like we said. For the expansion. I thought I read this morning that there are 2 special boats. You get the regular boat that comes with the game, and then because you did the Kickstarter, you got a second fancy boat. This is the fancy boat. Yes, this is the fancy boat.
There's one HMS Beagle.
Yeah, that's it there. And then there's one here in this bag here.
Oh yes, and then
that is silk screened on one side. Very weird. Oh, because I guess they would have to invert the. This one side is all. Yes, they'd have to invert the screen to do the other side, which is a pain. I can see why they didn't. All right, not huge. You do right click, invert picture, screen it, but to each their own. So we have the characters. Here's the characters I was talking about. So in this particular case, I would get a blue, a yellow, and a green on this character, and $8. I don't know if that's the actual card for that, but and the bottom is sort of an achievement. So if at some time, I don't know if this is exactly, but the cards are like this. They would have something at the bottom. If you have, they're like a one-time card. Oh no, sorry, I read it totally wrong. If this character gets to 2, 2, and 1, then you could play it to get 8 gold. This card gives you 1 blue seal at the beginning of the game.
Apparently the game comes with a lot of expansion rules, so a lot of what we are looking at is actually not used in the base game.
Yes, it is true. So lots of stuff. If there's anything you particularly want to see, just yell now, because we are going to...
Don't forget that you've got seals.
Shut it down. Yeah, let's get those off there now. Is there a purple token anywhere? The actual purple one that I was using as a comparison is not here, which is fine.
Conspicuous by its absence.
Yes. Maybe I could have put it all. I might have already put it back.
You might have.
I might have had an extra odd purple one out.
Quickly pull these to make sure that it's not.
So very much looking forward to playing this. it seems super fun. If these are explorers, no, these are the workers. These are the explorers. That's what it is. Explorers that go, workers that go from your player board out to the board. Explorers that go around the islands. Just so. All right. That was Darwin's Journey. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you next time. We will see you Saturday. We're here every Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, playing games only. There will be no puppet shows. There will be no dancing. There will be no interruptions.
I hear the puppets are setting up a special space station for us for the upcoming.
They are
for the upcoming game on Saturday.
Yes.
So
I can announce that we are playing Station Fall next Saturday. 5-player. Yes.
Okay.
So, spoilers. All right. See you Saturday. Thank you everyone for watching. Might as well raid. We've got some viewers. Let's see who is on at the moment. Raid like good little streamers that we are. Click on the links that were up there. They'll take you to our webpage that has a searchable... Oh, of course I'll send you to Guards of Atlantis too. I'll send you to Wolf Designer. They have a Kickstarter. No, sorry, I shouldn't say Kickstarter. Oops. They have a Game Found campaign for their newest Guards of Atlantis stuff. And you can go where I'm going to send you now and see how Guards of Atlantis is played. It is a fantastic game. It was our game of the year last year. Thank you, Jimbo.
It's a lot of fun. Speaking as someone who troops on a map or even this kind of sort of dually gameplay is not usually my thing. I'm a huge fan of Guards of Atlantis 2. It's extremely well done.
Oh my god. It's a one-try work, Jimbo. That's like a first, I think. Always get some sort of technical...
It is a game, bottom
garbage.
Shelf BG. Take your SM Orc and get out of here.
Oh, how do you see that even? Gotcha. Oh. Hey! Look, I had my notions of Station Fall at the beginning as well. Then I played it. Spoilers. I love it. All right. Let's go back and we'll hit the raid button. Thank you for coming. Say bye, Jimbo.
Bye, Jimbo.